Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. When they throw the pass, all I know is catch. I just want the bag, like a Nike check. All I know is bust the defense open, running through some. I don't know no plays on the field, I just free from. Caught it with the left, but I'm better with my right arm. When they call blitz, hit stick, don't mean no harm. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I ran it, ain't no stopping on the
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Fields. Into the secondary, past the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Total moving, 73 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
After the sack on first down, Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Bilal Nichols there on the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Elliott finds a seam inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys!
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First carry now for David Montgomery. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. These two teams all tied after one.
On play action, Fields. Got his tight end here. It's Holtz.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down now. It's Cohen. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Running for it, Montgomery. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
Buying time to, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bears have taken the lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Prescott now.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 5 now. Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
On to give, this is Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me,
and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Cowboys are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They keep on the ground with Elliott.
108 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fields on first down.
He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Fields throwing again.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Back to throw. Caught by Montgomery.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.